Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be using this mold, but I'm going to take you step by step on how I do my blooms. So let's get into it. First, let's measure out our resin. So because it's only a small mold, I'm only going to take 75 grams. This is A. Now the resin that I am using is a 1-to-1, which I think for beginners, I think just stick with the 1-to-1. I'm using Tea Expert. It's a beautiful resin to do blooms. And I'm going to take B and put in 70. It's showing 76 here, but I'll put in 75. 75, 67, 142. Oops, just went over a little bit. Okay, so now I don't actually mix it by hand. I do it with my Astoria mixer, which is this one. It has an automatic and the battery is dead. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got a handheld one because the battery on that one's died. I'll put that in and then I'll put it on here. It's a little bit slower than my the battery operated one, but still does the job. So as soon as this mixes up, I normally mix for 5 minutes. I'll mix it and then I'll get back. So I'm taking it down to have a look. If you see, there's not many bubbles in there. You see how clear it is? So if you let the mixer do its thing without fiddling around with it, you'll get less bubbles. I just thought I'd let you know. So I've got my bag ready. This is a plastic, these are plastic piping bags you can get from either Amazon or eBay or Temu, and that's what I basically use. So those are my resin colors. I thought maybe instead of going for a color, I'd work with greens today, different color greens. I haven't done a green for a long time, so we'll go with those colors. So keep your colors prepared. Once that is done, we will let it sit for at least 15 minutes and then come back and I'll show you what goes next. Talk soon. Okay, so this is all nice and mixed up. As you can see, there's a few little bubbles in there, but very minute. And this is running at 32 degrees right now. So now you can wait another 5 minutes maybe till it gets to 35, but I normally start preparing at 32. So what I'll do now, move this out of the way, is I'm going to take a little bit in my glass from the same glass that you've had sitting. I put a little in there, put that aside, come back to the mold, and then we'll pour this into the mold. Because the minute it goes into the mold, the temperature will start to drop. So you just put a tiny bit just to cover the bottom of the mold. Not too much. Now I'll take my Cast and Craft white and I'll put 4 drops in there. 3, 4. Put that aside, and now I'm going to drop my inks. Okay, so we'll go for yellow in the middle. See how that goes. Now if you're a beginner and you're trying to get this organized, maybe just stick with a swirl. Oh, that green is fairly dark. Oops. Okay. Try a lighter green. Put a couple more. Okay. Because don't forget, all these colors are going to move in. And what I normally do is I draw on a piece of paper what type of petal I want. You know, and just potluck. Should I leave it? It's my tweezers. Okay, so I think I'll put a dark. No, just put one more there. See how that goes. I'm not sure how it's gonna work out, because resin has a mind of its own. It does its own thing. Just gotta allow it to do its own thing. So now we're gonna mix our white. The resin will do its own thing. It'll dance, it'll come in a little bit, it'll do its thing. So give it at least a minute to let it settle. In the meantime, you're mixing your white, you're getting it prepared in the bag. Make sure there's no streaks in there. Now if you pick that up, you can actually see the stick through there. It's like milk. There's a streak in there. If you can't see your stick through it, it's too white, too heavy. It may end up at the bottom of the pit. So now I'll put this into my bag. Into my bag. So don't do it too tight. Just leave a little bit of give. As you can tell, I get all nervous when I'm having to talk. So now we'll cut not too thin, about there. Because when you do it too thin, the white can't spread, doesn't have enough, it's too fine a line for it to come flowing down to the middle. So you've got to have it thick enough so I'll just do a spiral to keep it simple for you, and we'll go from there. This is the easiest and prettiest pour. Oops. Okay, so once that's done, don't throw the white out. Use it to make teddies or something. Now we'll just take the lighter. It's just a lighter. Don't go buying fancy stuff like this. I used to use this for my acrylic pouring days, but we don't really need the big one. So just go over it lightly to burst all those bubbles. Now, this little blob here, if I leave it, it's going to end up in a blob. So what you do with your stick is go very gently on the top and just give it a little swirl. Right? And then we'll make our petals. So we'll go here, 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 there. Now you can also go through there, 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 but I like to leave it sort of more natural looking. So now that's done, I will not touch it. We will come back and then we'll do a backing on it. And most probably I'll go ahead and do the backing, and then we can see the end results, and then we can unmold it. So tomorrow morning, as you can see, it's already blooming. Tomorrow morning I'll come down and I'll put a backing on it, and then I'll see you for the unmolding. So I'm hoping that this will help all the people that are having trouble, especially in my Facebook groups. They keep asking questions. I try to answer, but it's really hard, so it's better if I show them. So hopefully this comes out beautiful, and we'll see you for the unmolding. See you later. Okay, so I went ahead and I put a backing, and the backing is only plain resin with a black pigment. So let's see how it turned out. Okay, so here goes. Still a little soft. Wow. That is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And I'll bring you down. So that's just a simple pour. If you do the right things, it doesn't matter, your bloom will still come out. And this was a little spare that was left over, the blue and green. Let me just turn that off. There we go. So it came out stunning. Well, thank you for watching. Hopefully this little lesson helps you get the blooms. You can experiment with different type of petals, but this one normally comes out quite nice. Don't keep your lines thin, and you can see how beautiful it's come out. Well, see you later. Thank you.